Welcome back. We're going to be talking about Operation Christmas Child, and here to talk about that again this year is Jerry Strobel and Jennifer Baker. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We missed you last year.
Yes, I was incapacitated.
You were incapacitated.
I would have rather been here than where I was.
Oh, well, I'm sure you would.
Good to see you, though.
We are glad to see you.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, good to be here. Great. And this is something you've been talking about and really passionate on both of your hearts, and we want to talk about it again this year. Explain what Christmas Child is.
Okay, I'll take the first shot. Jennifer knows more than I do, and Jennifer is our media relations coordinator, so she's the one that sets all these things up.
Why do we need you?
Yeah, that's right.
He's the knowledgeable person.
I just look over things. But years ago, Samaritan's Purse, which is a national relief organization, was turned over to Franklin Graham, Billy Graham's son. And they go all over the world, of course, whenever there's a disaster or people need relief, going to all these different countries. Well, and through a process, and I won't go into it, Franklin Graham got involved in filling these shoe boxes and sending them to different countries. And a couple of years ago, we were in Florida, in Orlando, because we had a world conference where people came from 110 different countries where they'd received these shoe boxes. And we were there with I don't know how many thousands of other people, and it was just phenomenal. But we had passed our 100 millionth shoebox that we've given out. Whoops, that we've given out since started. That's my little, that's the thing that keeps me awake when I get tired. So we've given out like over 100 million of these, or had at that time, and now we're getting ready to get up near 135 million or something mark. So, but what we do is we encourage people to pack these little shoe boxes, and then we collect them here at a collection center in Mountain Home. From here they go to one of 8 different processing centers, and then from there they're shipped in containers all over the world. And last year we did 11 million, and they went to over 110 different countries.
And they're filled with things that, you have a list of things that are involved. I guess we could talk about
Jennifer's
that too.
an expert on that, so.
Yes, and the best way, I mean, there's a flyer that you get when you pick up your shoebox, but Google Operation Christmas Child, and it'll take you to the site. It gives you suggestions of what to put in a shoebox. Basically, put in school supplies, hygiene items, toys, clothes. It's amazing what you can get in a shoebox. Don't put anything liquid because it'll spill and ruin the contents. Or
You don't have to
anything
spend a lot of money
breakable.
either.
No, you know, Walmart, Dollar Tree, someplace like that. I like to put crayons and scissors and pencils and erasers and glue sticks and.
And we've talked in years past that those kind of items are a big deals over there.
Yep. Anything we put in the box, if we look at our standard of our children here, obviously they would say, what do I really get? You know, but over there, it's phenomenal. And I always tell people, like, things like the school supplies are so important because a lot of kids in other countries, the requirement for them to go to school is that they have school supplies. You know, nobody.
If you don't have the supplies, you can't go, I guess.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so when they get some color crayons and pencils, and they're going like, I go to school for the first time in my life. So it's a phenomenal thing.
And they don't have the money for that.
There's a story that in Uganda, a box of 8 crayons costs like $8. That's the equivalent of 1 month's salary.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So, you know, we can get the crayons for 25 or 50 cents, a box of 16 at school supply at you know, September.
That's why it's so important to
Big
them.
deal.
Because it's so valuable to them when they open a box.
And they open a box and they think, wow, somebody cared enough for me all the way across the world to pack this shoebox for me. And each box comes with a little booklet about Jesus, so it's a gospel opportunity also. And then they have an opportunity also to participate in the Great Adventure Bible Study in some of the areas too. Now, our boxes last year from North Central Arkansas went to Mexico, but I haven't heard this year.
I haven't either. If somebody asked, I don't know yet. We'll know soon, though. And you know what Jennifer mentioned, that's the other thing. Some people say, well, this isn't very much. But most of the kids that get those boxes have never received a gift in their life.
Wow.
So it's a first time, and they think that while I was on a distribution, one of the boys opened up and he took one item out and gave me the box back because he thought he could pick one.
Oh, no.
So we said, no, the whole box is yours. I mean, it was like, wow, you know, I couldn't believe it. And so it's important for them. And what Jennifer also mentioned, the booklet, most of those kids, it will be the first time they ever heard about Jesus. That's probably the first time they've ever hurt anything.
One of the neatest things to do is if you go online and make your $7 per box donation, they'll email you a barcode and a label. And the label looks like this, but it's got a barcode with it. And when that gets to the processing center, those are scanned, and you will get an email January or so and tell you where your box went.
That's
that's
always
good.
fun to
Yeah.
see.
We're having a ribbon cutting this year for the first time for our collection center. It's going to be Monday, next Monday, November 14th at 1 o'clock is the ribbon cutting at Eastside Baptist Church in the Nellie Cooper Annex. And we've invited city officials, county officials, the public, anybody that wants to
Nice.
come, and we will cut the ribbon, and that's the first collection day for the boxes. Collection week is November 14th through 21st. Very absolute last day you can drop off a box is November 21st.
And are they still doing the boxes based on male, female, and the
Yes.
age?
2
That's
to
right.
4, 5 to 9, and 10 to 14. So, and that's all on the label. The boxes, if you don't have to use this box. You can use any shoebox, which I brought a sample of a regular shoebox and a plastic shoebox, or you can use this box. And I brought one of these for each of you.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank
great,
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
fill
you,
it and
you
we'll
can
pick it
use,
up.
Okay.
yeah, you can use either of those, and they are available to pick up these boxes at Arbus Banks in Baxter, Boone, and Marion, Newton
Okay.
County. They have the boxes for us, and they're distributed. Don't drop them off there, but pick them up there. So that's very nice of the bank to do that. Home Instead also has empty shoe boxes. These came from Shoe Sensation. They've been
these?
saving boxes for me. I've got like
Oh,
50 of
wow.
them in my storage building. So if you need any
So
of
those will
these,
work too?
these are great because
Yep.
these are nice and sturdy. If you get the plastic ones, make sure you get a sturdy one, like this is a Sterlite one. Don't get the thin ones because they're brittle and they break in
Okay.
transit.
Okay.
And is there any age group really that tends not to have as
The
many
older
boxes?
one,
The older ones.
the 10 to 14, and some of the best boxes I've seen are for the boys that have like screwdrivers,
Yes.
pliers, little tools, tape measures.
Fishing kits.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they love little fishing lines.
So anything like that.
Well, you can get ideas by Googling Operation Christmas Child.
Sure.
And they'll have a list of things, and probably a list of things that they don't want you to put in the
Correct.
box,
That's
too.
right.
And this flyer does have a little bit, mentions it a little bit here about what not to put in it, but it's more extensive. And if you ever want to see the reaction of kids, how excited they are, just go to YouTube and Google Operation Christmas Child. They have videos after videos of kids receiving shoeboxes and how
Wow.
excited they are. You know, what a difference you've made in their lives by packing a simple shoebox
Right.
Yeah.
full of things.
And also on Facebook, if you go to North Central Arkansas,
OCC, North Central
/
Arkansas.
North Central
That is our group page, and I have all sorts. I have the drop-off times of Eastside Baptist Church that starts on Monday the 14th. Basically, it's 2 to 4. Monday is going to be 1 o'clock because of the ribbon cutting. 2 to 4 from Monday through Saturday are the basic hours. Sunday's 3 to 4, and then all day Monday on the 21st because that's when the semis leave. So. just drop your
And
shoebox
is
off.
this still correct? If you put something in there, they look at the boxes before they send them and they'll
Correct.
swap things out?
I
Well,
volunteer at the processing center. In fact, I'm scheduled to go the week after Thanksgiving to the Dallas one. None of the boxes are opened here.
That's it.
None of them are opened here. They're all just put in a carton. When they get to the processing center, each box is open. If the $7 check is in there per box, that's taken out. Then they carefully go through and see if there's any shampoo or liquid glue or hand sanitizer. Those are the biggies. If something's taken out, then they try to get a donation of
Something else.
appropriate item to put in it so the
Yeah,
box is
yeah.
full. Then it's taped up, and if there's a barcode that's scanned, they're put in big cartons divided by age and boy, girl, and then they're put on the semis and they're hauled off to
All over
ship
the
And the
away.
deadline for this is when?
November 14th through 21st.
Okay, so that's coming
21st
up
is the
quick.
absolute
Okay, okay.
last day you can do that.
So pick up your boxes at
Alright.
what bank are they?
Arvest.
Arvest
Arvest.
Bank. Pick them up at Arvest.
Or use any shoebox.
Or shoebox or
And
little
drop
place.
them off
Yeah.
at Eastside.
Eastside
Eastside
Baptist.
Baptist
Yep.
Church.
That's
All right.
for this area.
A lot of the churches are also sending boxes too. And Kiwanis today packed 23 boxes. So.
Wow.
Yep. Lions gives us, and so the other thing I wanted to say before we get out of here is that, you know, I think it's really important for people to remember that every one of these touches a life, and so we can make a difference in somebody's life
pray.
around the world, and it's
Pray.
really an important thing.
Another thing on the website for Operation Christmas Child, if you didn't catch the times and locations, you can go onto drop-off locations, put in your zip code,
And
and it will show you the drop-off time and location for
Okay.
anywhere in the United States.
All right.
wow.
Okay, good deal.
It's such a wonderful deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
All
So,
right. Thanks for being the stewards of that. Keeping
well,
it going every year.
We do our best. you
Thanks,
know.
guys.
Oh, I was going to
Yeah.
say, our area is North Central Arkansas, 10 counties. I'm area coordinator over that. Jennifer's the media coordinator, and so we're in 10 different. Huh?
Our goal is?
Our goal is this year 14,000 shoeboxes just from our area. Last year we did 12,400.
We need
Good.
some more.
So we're
Move it
we're
up.
doing
All
good.
right.
Yep. So,
Terrific.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to y'all.
Already?
Yeah, already.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, Jessica Cleveland and Pat Ferguson will be here. They'll be talking about craft. No, we're going to push them to the end of the show. Is that right?
Oh,
It's an inside joke. We're not going to push them to the inside show. End of the show, we're going to have them coming up right after this. Stay with us.